What's up? It's your boy Karceno here, and yes, we will be talking about and engaging in a lot of different subjects tonight. Um, this is the personal time that I spend to answer some of your questions that you have been dropping on me. Now, right off the bat, we got hit with a lot of BS from the jump. Okay, they started messing with the notification thing again, and this was like while I was out. So I ain't had time to go back and fix anything or correct stuff. But it's been another violation on my account as far as them tampering with it. Now, I've done a lot. Like as far as taking stuff down, bringing stuff back up, done a lot of it. So on my end, I've been doing my part. But this ain't even about hits and views and none of that stuff. Uh, yeah, I know. And the people that normally subscribe to me, bruh, like when I see you, you're like very hardly here. But I appreciate you being here. But when I see you and I don't see the normal people that's normally on here, that means one or two things. One, they sleep, or they didn't send out the notification. But this video isn't about that. This video will be out there for them to go watch later on. But I just wanted to put the notification out or the video out there. Mainly for some weird reason, people keep asking me, did I watch Everyday Struggle? That's like the number one question I got in the message. Yo, did you see Everyday Struggle today? So I said, well, maybe I missed something. Let me go and see what did I miss on Everyday Struggle. Maybe there's something exciting that went on. Nothing went on at all. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever wasted my time to watch. But I've noticed a lot. It showed me a lot. That's in one episode. Showed me a lot. The thing is, this format that they got is so boring. They are so dry and boring on that show that it is so ridiculous. That whoever's the editor is probably making it, trying to make whatever they're saying and cut it and edit into a show. He probably don't have a lot to work with because it seems ridiculously boring now. It was already trash before. Now it's like, wow, they might pull the plug on this real fast. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen when you lead off the day with Future saying he quit lean. Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy is the hottest topic out right now. You know, I know academics was rubbing his nipples when Soldier Boy put out them live streams right before they did their first episode. So I know he was somewhere rubbing his nipples hard as can be, trying to get ready for the show. That was a layup. I'm like, that's your main topic, and you screw that up. I mean, really, you got Future, you got Soldier Boy. How do you screw that up? I just saw that right after the everyday struggle. I need to watch something real and get some detox in my system. So yeah, I saw Star. And Star is by himself, you know, and the people that's calling in on the phone, they are more exciting than everyday struggle. You get more personality, you get more everything out of watching one episode of Star than you would watching that crap. Now, I didn't want to even talk about the show, but please do not send me any more did I watch Everyday Struggle because I'm not watching no more episodes. That's it. I'm out. I'm one and done. I shouldn't even watch that. I thought it was something special that went on. I could tell right now that they've snatched the budget. The budget money has been reduced on this show. The show's been reduced down to like 60-minute show. I don't know how long it's been like that, but it's a 60-minute show now. I don't even think they're doing 60 all the way. It's a shame. They had a great platform. They had a great outlook. No, they don't need me on that show. Mm-mm. They don't need me there at all. They need somebody that's gonna really make that a show. Because if I'm on there, I'm not gonna be doing what Complex want me to do. My thing is, I wouldn't be able to follow that format. I don't want to interview no rapper. I'm like Joe on that. I understand what Joe means. You can't be doing a show that's critical and no who wants to be criticized. Who wants to be criticized? You show me one person that wants to be criticized. They don't. Nobody does. So if you know these people don't want to be criticized, why would you do the show like that? Why am I sit there and interview people? Then they're gonna be feeling a certain way if I say their album suck on the show, and then I got to sit there and play nice and try to find the positive points of the album without telling people the truth. How they blow it today? It's like they really didn't have anything. It's like act is already terrible. Um, the way he tells details and points, he has no points. It's like he didn't even take any notes today. It's like he just came in there and just started talking. So I'm like, dang, he's starting the whole thing off with no notes. He's just going off the top of his head. This is almost worse than the video he did when he was telling people about the record business. I almost fell out of my chair. Somebody sent me that. Like, does Act know what he's talking about? I'm like, no, he don't. I'm like, he sounds like a complete idiot. I'm like, is he talking about a rapper that's like already established? Is that the kind of contract he's talking about? What is academic strong point? In my opinion, his knowledge of the internet, knowing how to navigate and use all the film edit stuff. That's about it. Other than that, I can't. It's hard to listen to his voice longer than 2 minutes. I gotta skip. He gives you no inside information. He gives you nothing. He brings nothing to the table whatsoever. He's not entertaining to listen to. He's just bad all the way around. He's just nothing great about him at all. I can't think of one academics video I can go back and say, this was the bomb. This video was funny. I gotta go check this act video out. Not one. Not one. Do I think he has a good understanding of the new generation of hip hop? Uh what is the new generation of hip hop? All the mumble rappers. No, he don't understand any of them. All he knows is how to take them who want to be famous, who look at him as an outlet or a plug to use to become famous. He wants clout. He wants to get some notoriety in the game to say he's a somebody. So he wants people to put a stamp on his name to make him a somebody, but yet he has nothing. Dyed my hair. My hair is. I never put dye in my hair, sir. That's why I really stopped interviewing fighters. I like Dom because Dom listens. He actually hear you when you talk to him. Other than that, you can't talk to Ack. He's an elitist. He got a narcissistic attitude about everything. And a guy like that should not be narcissistic about anything. Nadeska's a horrible, horrible moderator. She did not evolve at all. And I like Nadeska. I don't want to rip this show apart, but the setup is so sloppy. It was like maybe today was just a bad day. But I guarantee you this has probably been going on for about 6, 7 shows. It today looked like ridiculous. I mean, Soldier Boy gave you so much material. You could have did 30 to 40 minutes just off Soldier Boy. Then you had Future tell you, I'm quitting Lean. Then you got what? They had what? Travis Scott, the whole Super Bowl thing. So that was their home run titles to get through the show. And they mucked that up. How do you blow that? This is the last season, I think, of Everyday Struggle. I mean, think about it. Y'all the fans, y'all tell me, are you more entertained listening to Star or listening to Everyday Struggle? I think he's been accurate on 6ix9ine in academics. What has he said that was biased about 6ix9ine? Carlos Perry, go back to sleep. Thanks, Jack. And I went and got the Cash app now because you guys asked me to get it. That's why Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash has. I'm giving away my time. No, what they're gonna do is pivot to another show. He gonna follow Nadeska to a whole nother show and all this stuff. Believe me, I know how this works. They're gonna put them on another platform and another show to try to remix something and see if it works. Because they didn't even name this show for them. This is a show for Joe. And look where it ended up. They brought in this one guy and they was like, Wayno is great. And I don't have nothing against Wayno. I thought it was Wino at first, but Wayno. All I know is he used to Dave East. Wasn't he Dave East manager or something like that? He was an A&R or something like that, an assistant. And he was managing Don Q or Dave East, one of them. I used to think they were the same person for a while. hmm Well, in this episode, what they were trying to do was be fake. When people don't have genuine like concern about something or care and they try to fake it, you could tell. Academics trying to fake like he cares about stuff, trying to give a decent show, like, yeah, he's quitting lean, and that's good. Then they're like, well, I don't want to blame just lean. Oxycontin, that's bad too. Well, all I can tell you is for an opening show on your first episode, that's normally when you should be doing your biggest numbers, your opening show. That tells you right there that yeah, somebody said, "Are you doing phone calls?" Yeah, people donate to the page, no doubt. Well, the thing is, when your numbers start dropping off like theirs did for the first episode, that show when Joe was there, they were doing a million when Joe was there, a million. Joe left, they bring in Star, their numbers were doing about 600. Then it dropped to like four, five. The shows just started dropping. Last year, the show was at like three and dropping. Now they're barely doing 200,000. With that kind of push they got, look at the setup from last year and look at the setup to this year. Does it look like they put any money into this show whatsoever? It looked like they didn't took everything out of there. I'm like, man, do they even have chairs? Did they go to IKEA or something and get that furniture set? I'm like, gosh, the show was awful because they tried to fake it. You see what I'm saying? They tried to fake it. They tried to fake concern. They tried to fake like they care. When you fake it, people always are gonna know. They're gonna be like, oh, they faking it. They could see it. They could feel it. No, you just missed the beginning of it, Mr. Boogie. I really didn't even want to talk about the show because I didn't want to put down a hip hop show. I tried to help them fix the show for free. I'm not saying it's easy to do it, but you got to have a sense of know-how, like sense of knowing what you're doing as far as when you're doing a podcast show. I do a boxing podcast show at least once a week with Chris. Chris is the host, but I come on the show and kind of help out, and I'm on there for like an hour. You know why Joe made the show work? Because Joe actually has a point of view. He's giving his point of view. Joe isn't a fanboy. See, to make the show better, you would have to fire DJ Academic. That's one. Nadeska, she would have to go. Period. Those two would have to leave. I'm sorry. I love Nadeska. She's just not a strong moderator at all. She's not. She's good for one-on-one interviews, maybe. That's more probably fitting for her than being a moderator. But moderator, she's not good at it all. The show is dead now, and he's sitting right in the chair, probably sitting on a bag of snacks. I mean, they seem to have no care about the show whatsoever. It looked like they just fell out of bed, walked in, and just started recording the show. That's how ridiculous it looked. I was like, do they have anybody in wardrobe? You got action in there and the dog on all black. Like nobody gonna know I'm fat if I'm wearing all black. They can't tell. No, we can tell. We can hear the M and M's and Reese cups bouncing around in your pocket. You gotta have someone to represent the generation. And what does academic represent with this generation? There are plenty of people that can cover this the whole culture of hip hop. He doesn't coach. What does he cover? He doesn't cover hip hop. He just covered foolery. A lot of people feel that way. No, Nadeska would go. Wayno could stay. Um, Act and Nadeska have to go. Period. They have to go. I would replace Academic with a nutless monkey than to have him sitting in the chair. A nutless monkey would know more about hip hop than he does. People would tune in to see the nutless monkey just sit in the chair. No, I don't want to replace him. I don't want no parts of that. And I like Nadeska, but see, here's the problem. I don't want to expose Nadeska. Okay. Yeah, if you want to donate to the page, all you gotta do is click the link in the description box. I got you. And leave your number in there. I'll call you. And if you want to verbalize your thoughts on the show, and 90% of you didn't even watch it, and I get it. Right. I had no people was like, man, you see everyday struggle. So I thought something went down. So I said, well, let me go and check it out. See, everybody keeps sending me the link. So let me go see. They must have said something crazy. Oh, the Cash App link. Just look up Karceno for life. If you got Cash App link, type in Karceno and Karceno for life. I'm gonna come right up. Talking about Dame said my name. Dame know better than that. Told you. Who would I get? I would get Lord Jamar probably, but Lord Jamar's already got his show. Well, he's got a podcast now, so don't know how that'll work now. You said you felt like the chick from the jump on ESPN was throwing shots at me because it's only you and Skip that so-called hate on LeBron and tell the truth about him. Mel, I ain't went to sleep yet. Please, it's all an act. He trying to troll Soldier Boy because Soldier Boy name is high. That's why I say he has no insight on anything that has something to do with music or hip hop culture. All he knows is foolery. So when he gets stuck in a situation where he got to talk about music, he looks stupid because he doesn't know anything. So all his information and the stuff that he knows comes from everything he knows comes from Wayno. And then he act like he's breaking something to people. Like, yo, see, y'all don't know the ins and outs of everything. Let me tell you what I know. He'd be like, what do you know? What did Wayno tell you? Then you say the information all screwed up. And Wayno be like, nah, I don't go that way. How many times the show is basically Wayno correcting academics for saying something completely stupid 90% of the time. And he's saying it wrong. It's not even a debate show. Because you gotta have you he don't have any conviction behind anything that he's saying. This is far from a debate show. Because they never debate. What's the topic to debate? They both talking about a topic, but there's no debate about it. Wayno say something, Act say something, Act either gonna agree and add on, or Wayno gonna say, well, I don't kind of think so. I kind of think it's that too. Then academics is gonna agree with him again, even though he said something completely opposite. Oh, you know I can expose her. I can expose Nadeska, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. Being a black woman or a woman of color in her position, I want her to do well, but I've actually rooted for her. I stayed out of a lot of stuff when people were attacking her for certain things. I remember when she was out there doing the thing before the show for Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, she was out there doing some little interview thing, but she's not strong in being a moderator. And I saw what Complex saw. Complex didn't choose Nadeska for this. They chose another girl, and they felt Nadeska was the one. I'm already starting a problem with her. I could expose her. I just don't want to. I chose not to. I don't want to go down that route because I actually like her, but I could expose a lot of things here. I will. That's what I said. I'm not going to do it. But I have a question for her, and I think it deserves an answer because she's like a feminist, right? She stands up for women's rights and all this stuff, right? I need to know her position because from where I stand, and she normally speaks up and stand, for women in general, right? Nadeska. So if she's standing up for women and women rights and everything, you know, why doesn't she say anything about her co-host and academics who sit there and she sits quietly as he does podcast shows degrading women and exploiting them, disrespecting people's baby mothers, and it's always the women. This is never with the men, it's always the women. So her being a feminist, how are you gonna sit there and do a show sitting right next to this guy and act like this isn't happening? But when it was with Star, what he said on the show about you was so degrading and all this stuff. You were so outraged by it. You know, I need to know what's going on with that. I really do. I need to get some answers to that. Somebody's got to explain something to me. No, AK would love to have smashed it. Believe me, she would never smash him. I already know the drop. Like I said, I could expose a lot of stuff. I'm choosing not to go that route. No, I just think somebody's gonna moderate something. They have to be strong at what they do. The show was predicated off Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. I thought it was a great concept for a show. I supported the show when it first came out. I said, let's give it a chance. I was a big supporter of Everyday Struggle when it first came out. I said, look, let's give it a shot. Let's see where it goes. Even though I don't like academics, it's still a hip hop show. We don't have that many outlets on the internet. Let's try to give it a chance, and try to hopefully, it works. And everybody said I was hating when I said the shows weren't great. They weren't that good. Then they found their niche. Then the shows were great. They started getting good. I don't know if Elliot is over there. Um, what's his name? I think left to go work at Def Jam. So I don't even know who's running it now. I really don't care. Think about it. Two hosts that were there, two hosts leave, two hosts are doing better. Got a better deal once they left Everyday Struggle. Oh, it was funny because when academics try to talk tough, he gets put in his place. And he screwed up and thought he could talk to Jesus and Merrill. And once he started trying to talk money talk with them, they were like, "Oh, you want to talk money talk? Huh, little man? You want to talk money talk? Dog, we used to be on Complex. We know about them checks. They will roast him all day long. Well, they got 40-minute shows, 50-minute shows. It's not even, it's barely a show right now. They're planning to try to do something else. They're trying to do something else, and they're gonna pivot and move the pieces around to other shows. That's what Complex is gonna do. Academics is gonna stay close to Nadeska because they like Nadeska. Oh, there you go, Brandon. I showed you my cash out, my link for my cash out. I told you I was signing up for it, and you disappeared on me. I'm like, where did he go? Well, that's fine. If Nadeska only wants to get involved with things affect only her, then that's fine. If that's the position you're gonna play, I don't want to see you speak up for no other women. If it don't concern you, don't get involved. If that's your way, if you're gonna turn a blind eye to what's going on with academics and what he's doing with all these women on his social media platform and disrespecting women and disrespecting people's baby mothers and doing all this craziness with women, and that's that's your thing, you know. If that's the case, don't speak up. Like I said, I'm not gonna expose her. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go down that road. I don't want to do it because I actually like Nadeska. Want to see her do well, but I think she owes us an explanation for that. She can't just blow that off. I'm reading the questions. I'm reading the questions over here. So It's hit or miss. Well, right now it's miss. It's like I said, I saw the first episode because you guys were sending me the link. Like, man, you see everyday struggle. You see everyday struggle. So I figured they was gonna have a strong show. I mean, you got Soldier Boy kicking it off with all the stuff he doing, and you put up a dud. You got Future talking about he quitting lean. You got the Travis Scott, Cardi B, and Big Boy Super Bowl situation. You had a good lineup. You had a good lineup. What happened? Okay, currently, right now, he's the voice of the new young generation, right? How? He's 30. He's 30. He's 29. He's gonna be 30. How's he the voice of the new generation of the new rappers? And he's 30, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's all part of the nonsense. And what part of the new generation? What is he talking about? Like, all right, well, tell me some insightful stuff he's talking about with the new generation of rappers, since he's got the line on him. You know what he gonna talk about? Selena Powell. She sucked off everybody. He talking about Selena Powell, Angelina. She's sucking off all these people and all this craziness. And I'm finna go hang in the projects with 21 Savage. What does that mean? What academics video do you remember anybody saying that was a classic? Not hating, just being honest. Like, this is Paula. Paula who? Abdul? Any show I do would be better than DJ Academics. You know why? Because he doesn't have any passion. There's no passion with him. There's no passion in it. If you go back and watch the show, I don't. People think I'm hating. I don't hate. I tell you the truth. They all are doing the show. Even Wayno. They did the episode like they didn't want to be there. They look like they had to go to work when they didn't want to be to work. It's like the first day off of Christmas break and you back at the job. That's what it looked like today. With all the information out there, and then they put up a dud. Put up a dud. You drop a dud. Now, am I lying about that? If anybody watched it, am I lying about that? Is that not what you saw? That's what I saw. I saw people that didn't even care about being there. They didn't even care about the topic, nothing. It's like they didn't even take notes. It was just terrible all the way around. The moderator, Wayno, act, it was just terrible. And the viewership reflects it. So I don't know if they'll improve. I doubt it. But one thing for sure, I won't be watching another episode. So please don't send me another link about it. Now, if they say my name, then you can send me the link. But if not, no. hmm Are you taking the Lakers? I'm about tempted to bet the Lakers too. I think they're gonna cover the spread. Oh, they're gonna bring LeBron back on when they play Golden State. They're gonna bring him back for the Warriors game. You know they bringing LeBron back for the Warriors game. The NBA is not finna miss out on that money. They finna rush him back. I told you. Thunder have a good bench. Don't forget to click the link in the description box. Leave a donation when you get a chance. I would appreciate it. Hmm